Just waiting for Facebook to get online. Hello, hello. Alrighty, I think we are all here. Facebook and Instagram. Hello. Excuse my voice today, guys. I am under the weather. So we have another case of me sounding like a frog on this live. But hopefully you guys will be able to hear what I'm saying. And as always, make sure you drop your questions and your comments into the chat, and I will be sure to respond, or you can also DM me as well. So, today we're here to talk about are you a karaoke coach? And spoiler alert, no, we are not talking about singing. So, if you thought this is what this is going to be about, I hate to burst your bubble, but I'm not talking about singing um, as it relates to karaoke or lip syncing for that matter, as much fun as that might be. But I'm actually talking about taking requests from your clients and including that in your coaching offer. So, the reason why I call it a karaoke coach or karaoke coaching is because you just take requests all day long, or you just copy other coaches' offers and their framework. So pretty much you are a coach that coaches upon request. Whatever your ideal client, or maybe you're not your ideal client, asks you, that's what you coach them on, whether it's inside your zone of genius or not. So you are effectively letting requests drive your offer. Not to mention, if people who are requesting things aren't your ideal client, they're also driving your offerings. Hey, hey. So, um, you can pretty much, if you do this, end up with a bunch of offers and services that don't align with your business model, your strategy, or even your business. So, we're going to find out today if you are a karaoke coach and how to position yourself as the go to coach in your industry, right? So, please, again, feel free to drop your questions and your comments into the chat. We can discuss them here live, or we can always discuss them on the replay. Okay, so first things first, I'm not saying don't listen to your clients, what they're asking for, none of that, right? But you do have to realize the difference between people just asking for stuff and looking for you to solve all of their problems versus their actually being like versus the request actually being in alignment with your business model, your product suite, and your zone of genius, right? So you may be a karaoke coach and you don't even realize it, right? So here are some signs that you've fallen into the karaoke trap. A client makes a suggestion, you should offer this thing, and before you validate it, before you even think about how you would execute it, you put an offering out there on social media and on your website. That's a telltale sign. Number two, you feel some type of way when a client says they were only looking for X service, right? Although they hopped on a call with you for maybe a different service or your current offer suite. And then you go at it, only to realize that that new service they asked for isn't selling either, right? Number three, you find yourself listing out like 10, 20 services that you offer, and people are confused about how you can actually help them. Number four, it takes you a whole song length, right? So, like 3 to 4 minutes, typical average song length, to explain what you do. Remember, it's the how. The how is what people are paying for, the what is what you are marketing, right? People ask you what, number five, people ask you what kind of coach or consultant you are, and then you get defensive about it. Number six, people ask if you do something and you say, I can help you with that, right? And it's not a part of your current offer suite. Stop. Right? You cannot be all things to all people. Or number seven, you just listen to other coaches, you stalk their Instagrams, you steal their copy, and you just parrot it back as if it's your own, right? Another sign of being a karaoke coach. So if someone asks me, for example, to help them with goal setting and mindset, like, can I do that? The answer is yes, but I'm not that type of coach. So I won't be taking them on as a client. I will refer them to a mindset and or productivity coach to help them with that problem, right? Don't fall into the trap of being a karaoke coach, right? Be original, be authentic, be yourself so that you can attract your ideal clients that are meant for you, right? When you start parroting other coaches and other consultants and what they say and how they act and what they post and their offers, when you fall into the trap of just offering what your clients ask you and not putting any thought or any strategy behind it, or even seeing if it's even feasible for you to do that, right? It's really like karaoke. You're getting up there on stage, you're trying to follow along on the song, trying to sing it, and you can't sing, and the crowd is dead, and you have stage fright. Just wow, right? Like what like what the heck? So all the things that we really want to avoid and are avoidable. So let's talk about how we pivot from being a karaoke style coach or consultant to being the go-to coach in our industry. Here are some things we need to consider. The first, take feedback from your clients in a controlled and constructive manner, right? Collect feedback regularly. That's number one, always. Number two, take the time to analyze the feedback to determine if it's feasible to incorporate into your business and if it's actually representative of your ideal client base, right? Are the people who are providing feedback actually representative of your ideal client base? Feedback from not your ideal client doesn't help you attract more of your ideal client. Okay. Number three, construct your offers using your zone of genius. Don't just copy other coaches and consultants and pair it back what they're saying, right? Just because it sounds good and you run out of things to say or you are unsure, right? And if you have, like if you feel like you have run out of things to say, you don't know where you're going, then it's time for you to work with a coach, right? So that you are confident in your own offerings, your own skin, your messaging, your frameworks, and you have the offerings in place that will attract your ideal client. A lot of times we are ashamed to ask for help. And we just keep doing the same things over and over and over, expecting a different result. Doing the same things incorrectly over and over, no matter how consistent you are at doing those same things, will still yield the same results that are not driving your business forward. So why would you keep doing that, right? I mean, literally, I literally have seen someone take literally exactly what I said, like my exact steps, and post it on their Instagram. It's just kind of like, if you needed help to attract your ideal client, then it will be time for you to work with the coach rather than just do that, right? Number four, make sure you have a clear understanding of your niche and your positioning, right? A lot of times we think we have niche down and we really haven't. Example, life coach for women is not specific. It's just not. That could mean anything. How are you specifically going to help people? What type of transformation are you providing? Don't be afraid to get very specific, because if not, it's like life coach for women. What does that mean? What are you actually doing for me? Right? So you have to be very specific in order to attract your ideal client. Number five, be willing and ready to invest in a coach to take the appropriate steps to drive your business forward. You want people to invest in you, but you won't invest in yourself, right? I don't know how else to say this in a different way, but the reason that you hire a coach is to shorten your learning curve, right? Because you're in the stage of figuring, you want to figure things out. You can't complain that you need clients, but you won't do the things to help you get clients, right? It's a cycle that only you can break, right? Only you can break that cycle. So let me know if you have any questions. I got created this week with the title of the live, being a karaoke coach. Hey, being a karaoke coach, because I just thought that was funny. But I feel that it's appropriate given what's going on in the industry today. So in the Brand Builder Blueprint, we focus on your zone of genius, how to effectively narrow your messaging, hone on your target market, help you stand out in your niche, because we don't want to have karaoke coaches and consultants. We don't want to have that, right? So let's recap real quick. You may be a karaoke coach and you don't even realize it. Here are some signs that you've fallen into the karaoke trap. A client makes a suggestion that you should offer this thing or this add-on or whatever, and before you even validate it, you've like thrown it up on social media and on your website and you're offering it, right? Number two, you feel some type of way when clients hop on a call with you and they said they were only looking for X service, even though they hopped on the call with you with their current offer suite, and then you go ahead and add it, realizing that it's not actually selling either. Hey, Rebecca. Number three, you find yourself listing out like 10 to 20 different services that you offer, and people are confused about how you can actually help them. Number four, it takes you a whole song length, so 3 to 4 minutes, right, to explain what you do. Remember, people are paying for the how, right? You're marketing the what. Okay. Number five, people ask what kind of coach or consultant you are and you get defensive. Number six, people ask if you do something and you say, I can help you with that. And it's not a part of your current offer suite. Stop doing that. Like if it's not a part of your current offerings and you don't do it, stop just adding things in just because someone asked for it. You cannot be all things to all people. And number seven, you just listen to other coaches and consultants, you stalk their Instagram, you steal their copy, you steal their frameworks, and you just parrot it back like it's your own. Okay? We have to stop that. So let's talk about how we can pivot from being a karaoke style coach or consultant to the go-to coach or consultant in our industry. Here are some things to consider. Number one, take feedback from your clients in a controlled and constructive manner, but collect feedback regularly, right? Number two, take the time to actually analyze the feedback, making sure that it's representative of your ideal client base, right? Feedback from people that are not your ideal clients is not going to help you improve your business and attract more of your ideal clients. Number three, construct your offers using your zone of genius, right? Don't copy other coaches and consultants and parrot back what they are saying just because it sounds good, because you feel like you've run out of things to say, or you're just unsure. Like if you are unsure, then it is time to work with a coach so that you are confident in your offerings, in your frameworks, in your messaging, right? So that you are attracting your ideal clients. Don't just spin your wheels and then just like be taking different methods and copy from different people, piecing it together, hoping it's going to speak to someone, right? It's going to speak to no one. Number four, make sure that you have a clear understanding of your niche and your positioning in your niche, right? So a lot of times we feel like we've niched down enough and we really haven't. My example was life coach for women. That is still very broad, right? Life coach for women, real broad. How do you help people? What does that even mean? Okay. It can mean a lot of different things. Life coaching is a real huge niche. Number five, just be willing and ready to invest in a coach to take your business to the next level, right? To take the appropriate steps to take your business to the next level. You want people to invest in you, but you won't invest in yourself, right? You won't get the training, you won't get the expertise, you won't, get the knowledge that you need to move your business forward. You can't expect people to invest in you, right? So again, the reason you invest in the coach is to shorten your learning curve so that you're not figuring things out, right? So you can't complain that you need clients and you won't do the thing to be able to help you get clients. So it's just a cycle that only you can break. So if you have any questions, please feel free to drop those into the chat. Again, excuse my voice. I know that I sound a little crazy, under the weather here, but have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop those into the chat. I'll just take a little check and see. I don't think I see any, but inside the Brand Builder Blueprint, this is where we learn how to structure your knowledge, utilize your zone of genius to develop and message your offerings that deliver results to your ideal clients, right? So if you're interested in learning how to attract your ideal clients, learning how to create your signature program and all of your lower tier offers in your product suite, and you want to earn income that's going to replace your 9 to 5 or your freelance business or your one-to-one business, then you'll want to click the link in my bio. If you're on Instagram, it's the first link, the Brand Builder Blueprint application. If you're on Facebook, then it's the link in the description of this live. But it's a 2-question application. You fill the application out, and then we can have a quick chat to see if it's a good fit for us to work together. But definitely, guys, I'm really passionate about ensuring that we have non-karaoke coaches and consultants out there who are really coaching and consulting in their zone of genius and really providing a true impact to their clients, right? We don't just want to be copying other coaches and consultants. We don't want our offerings to be all over the place. We really want to be able to provide transformation to our clients. And, changing your offerings every 2 seconds is not going to be able to facilitate that type of a transformation, because nothing's going to be stable. So keep that in mind. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop those into the chat. You can also DM me. You can DM me on Instagram at I_simply_she, or on Facebook at I Simply She, or you can DM me at Crystal Vernay on all handles. So definitely we'll love to hear from you guys. If you have any questions about that, or feel that you've fallen into the karaoke coaching trap, hit me up. We'll have a conversation and we can talk about how to get you out of that trap. Okay. All right. I think that's it, guys. Appreciate you as always for joining, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.